the screen. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Melanie Ziegler, and I am recording on Module 5, Task or Tool 1. So Module 5 is getting through the month, and then the tool is the cash flow budget. So just a quick brief intro. The cash flow budget is a week-by-week way to track the incoming, so income, and the outgoing, so expenses, whether they're fixed or varied. Let's see here. Just want to make sure I'm on time. Okay. So the cool thing about the cash flow budget is that it tracks it week to week. So why that's cool is for someone in my position, my income varies. So while my expenses, fixed and varied may be relatively the same, if my income is varying, I may not be able to spend this month's amount of groceries that I would like to spend because I didn't make this much this week as I did last week, which was part of last month. So let me not confuse or get ahead of myself. So again, it's great for, varied income, irregular income, seasonal income. It helps project on a weekly basis and, at a glance at a month ahead. And it's a way to disperse the income that I receive over the weeks, whether I'm not having money coming in or if I have more this week or this month than I do the next month or months to come. So there's 3 steps involved in making the cash flow budget. So it's keeping track of everything I earned and spend on money for a week, 2 weeks, or a month. In the example that we're doing, we're going to do it week by week basis, although it's going to include several weeks. So analyze my spending. So again, in Module 4, it goes over this, and then use the information in these above steps to create the cash flow budget. So let's go over the worksheet. Let's see. Again, this is just talking about why this is a great tool and how I can kind of rearrange my money if need be based on a varied income. So, okay. So this is the worksheet that I'm going to be explaining. So the cash flow budget item. So right here is beginning balance for the week. You'll see this number 37. So when I log into whatever financial institution I have and say say this is my Bank of America checking account, I have $37, okay? I have no cash, no savings, nothing, just $37 in my checking account. Okay, so income from jobs. So this is our sources of cash and other financial resources. So what money is going to be coming in? So income from job. So this is where I'd put in, say, I make $200 this week. Okay, I know I'm going to get my SNAP, which for anyone who doesn't know, that's going to be my food benefits. I'll put in the money that I'm that I'm going to be getting from here. I'm going to put in my public housing voucher money. So these are, just a few examples, although there can be other sources of income if I have another job, if I have, if I babysit. So whatever other income I have coming in, if I have an inheritance, anything I'll put there, okay? So under here in bold, total sources of cash and other financial resources. So this is basically, in short, my expenses. Okay, so uses of cash, the way I use my cash and other financial resources. So I'm going to pay my house, I'm going to pay my utilities, groceries, eating out, transportation. Again, the categories can be as long or as short as whatever works for me. So if it's easier for me to group more categories into one, for example, if I want to have all my transportation expenses under transportation, so that would include gas, auto maintenance, or if I use the bus, anything, it's better for me. I feel better with a simple category, so transportation. Some people want to lump groceries and eating out all under food. Again, it's whatever works for me. Total uses of cash and other financial resources. Okay, so basically income, outcome, what I have left. So starting, adding it all up, doing the math, and then I'll go down and show you the example. And this will be your ending balance, which will jump up for the beginning balance of the next week. So it's easier to see when we plug in numbers. So again, the $37 is what I'm having to start. income from job. I'm going to be getting $305.34 from my job this week. I'm also going to be getting my food benefits of $280 and a public housing voucher for $650. So all that's coming in. So when I do the math on my income, it's going to be $1,272.34. Okay. So now when we scroll down, we're going to plug in the X, what's going out. So I'm going to pay my housing $650. So this is where we start subtracting. So again, this is my total income, and we start to subtract outcome. So then I'd subtract $59.97 for utilities, $180 for groceries, $240 for transportation, and that will give us the number of $142.37. So incoming minus outgoing is what I'm left with. Drag it up so I am at the beginning of the week too. Why this is so cool is we live in such a consumer-based society. So, I go out shopping, I want to buy shoes. But if I'm using this system and I see an amazing pair of shoes and I want to eat out, and that's going to be about $200, I see that I literally, in black and white, do not have the money to fund that. And I might be able to find a compromise of a pair of shoes for, say, $100, and that way I'll still have a beginning balance of $42.37. So again, it's putting everything in categories, and I'm able to prioritize what I need to pay. If I know that this week I have to pay my rent, which is going to be, in this situation we have the housing voucher, but if I know that I have to pay my utilities of $59.97, I literally have to have the money, or I won't be able to, cover my my varied expenses. But if my utilities are the same, it'll be fixed. But you get the gist. So down here is the cash flow budget worksheet, what we were just talking about. Again, you track your income, your outcome, and you drag up that number to the next week. So you see what you're starting out with. And if you go down, here's some goals. So just some examples real quick. Savings emergency fund, which is recommended the 3 to 6 months of expenses. Goals. So we can just put in some short goals. And so everything has its own category. And again, total uses of cash, ending balance for the week. I hope I did an okay job of explaining. Again, this is great if you have a varied income. It's a great way to, simplify our income and put it down to see what we actually have, what we can play with. And it can be fun to play with, money that, I want to shop cheaper at the grocery store so I can have an extra $20 to spend out, or I can throw that $20 into my student loan debt. Again, I really appreciate it. My name is Melanie Ziegler. This was Module 5, Tool 1. Thank you. Let's see.